Good afternoon, everybody. So this afternoon, I wanted to take a minute and make a video that showed you how to take pictures um, and embed them into just a simple Google document if you're having trouble with like PDFs and Cami and things like that. While we're at it, we're going to take a little bit of look at a couple math problems. So a previous assignment that we did, okay, there was a problem. It asked us if this table represented a function and how we knew. In the directions, it says that I need to show all work and answer all questions in complete sentences on this page. So the first thing I need to do is make a copy of it because you guys wouldn't own it. I'm going to pretend like I don't either. So I'm just adding my initials to the title. Okay, you could add your name, you could change the title completely, and now I have a copy of it. Okay, and in order to do that, File, make a copy, and you can make a copy of it. Okay, so now I have a copy of it. I'm going to put in my name. You should put your name in every single document. I'm going to put in the date. Okay, I'm going to put in my class period. My class period is 8. We don't have one, so I'll put myself in a different class. Now, does this table represent a function? How do you know? Okay, so what I did here is I wrote down my problem. I did my work. Okay, so I wrote down the table. Now, you could do it digitally if you know how to do it, but if you don't and you want to use pencil and paper, here's a solution. Okay, so I noticed that X kept changing and Y kept changing, and I couldn't really find a pattern. Okay, but I noticed that every time Y changes, X also changes. And every time Y changes, X also changes. And if I look at these as fractions, okay, they all simplify to -4. So there's my work. So I make myself a quick little note. I didn't write a whole sentence or anything yet. Okay. Now, some people, when they were doing this problem, they did it a different way, and they looked to see if any of the inputs had more than one output. Great way to do it. Some people, when they were doing this problem, said that they graphed it. I didn't have anybody turn in a graph, but they said that they did. Okay. And the people that graphed it, okay, would have had a hard time graphing all of the problems because it was a little bit challenging. Okay. But when I do graph it, I find that I have a straight line. Now I'm going to have you notice a couple things. We expect the slope to be -4. Okay. So every time I go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I should be able to move over 1 and stay on the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, stay on the line. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my y-intercept. It's way down here. So the rule that a lot of people were looking for would have been now that'd be a really hard rule to just come up with from a table. But man, graphing made it fantastic for it. So I did my work. I can show my teacher what I did. I take out a handy dandy phone, or I use my Chromebook and I take a picture or whatever. So I take a picture, and then all I'm going to do is email that picture to myself. Okay, so let's say I did that. Now, there was another problem. Okay. Put this over here. Sorry. There was another problem. Okay, so right here, I'm going to start to type an answer. Yes, it is a function because, and you fill it in. And then in a second, we're going to put in the work. Okay. So I'm just going to leave a spot right here. I'm going to say work. Now, if I keep going down, here's another one that some people struggled with. Okay. It asked us to solve a system of equations. X equals 2y plus 4 and x plus 2y equals -8. So all I did is write down the problem. Okay. And you guys know I'm old. I like to use paper and pencil. If you want to do it digitally, that's fantastic. But if the tech is what's slowing you down, that's why I wanted to provide an option. Okay. So in this case, I know that x has a value. It's this expression right here. So I could take that expression and put it in instead of that x. So instead of x, I'm going to put in 2y plus 4 equals 2y, and it's still -8. Okay, all I did was substitute this expression in instead of y. And then I'm going to combine like terms. And I'm going to do some inverse operations. And you are welcome to study this solution later. I have lots of videos on solving systems of equations as well. And I'm going to do some more inverse operations. And I'm going to find the value of one of the variables. Well, now I know what this variable is, but I still don't know what a numerical value is for x. So I can take this equation and I can substitute a value in for y. 2 times -3 plus 4. Now I'm just going to use order of operations. I'm going to do calculations with integers. Now I have two variables. I put them as a coordinate pair. I showed my work. I showed my thinking. And again, I take, and you could do a screen capture on your device. You could take a picture with a phone. There's a million ways to get a picture. So I can't get into all of those, but I want to show you now what I'm going to do with my pictures. Okay. So like I said, email them to yourself. Just use your school email address. Okay. So now I have that. And I go back to my quiz that I was doing. Okay. Solve the system of equations. And then I want to be really diligent about doing my best job. So I type in the solution is, okay. And then I'm going to add work. Well, Ms. Atkinson, how do I do that? It won't upload to my Google Drive and it's taking forever. And I totally understand. Okay. Here's what we do. Remember, we emailed ourselves our work. So I open my email and here it is. Now, for the magic of video, this isn't my actual work, but I did do actual problems that are like it. Click on the picture okay? Or just right-click, copy image. Whatever you emailed to yourself, just click copy image, go to your quiz. There you go. Okay, again, copy image. I didn't save it. I didn't do anything special. Okay. I use Control V for paste, copy image. You can shrink them down. Okay, I'm old, but I'm not that old. You don't have to make them gigantic. You could make it where it gets in line with text and stuff so that it's not, but sometimes that can get messy. So however you need to work it out. Okay, so now I have my answer. Of course, I would finish it. And I have, oh, look, here's my work. Here's how my teacher knows that I did it. Okay. On this problem, I typed in the solution, but you know that the teacher wants to see your work. So I go to my email that I emailed to myself. Here's my work. And you can tell this isn't my handwriting. Okay. Copy. Control V or paste. Boom, there's my work. Now, you have a lot of fellow students who did amazing things like this. Talk to your peers. How are they getting the job done? But hopefully this helps you get the job done as well. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I appreciate you guys. See you soon.